Hello and greetings to my beautiful template family all around the world, some of whom I was lucky enough to connect with at the weekend in Glastonbury for ceremonies 11, 12 and 13, the magical 12 and 13 for the first time that we did this weekend. And I just wanted to say hello and check in and say how is your actualization going. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling actualized, and I just wanted to connect. So I'm at my friend's place in Chippenham, just close to Glastonbury, about an hour away from Glastonbury, and I'm just digesting everything from the weekend. And I wanted to share a bit of my experience. I was feeling really good going into the ceremonies. I think a lot of people have been just doing some amazing work, and it was just great to be in there and to be in that group of people in that room with other people. And I found that a huge surge of energy, like during the ceremonies, I could feel the energy from the geometries entering into me and lighting up my energy system. And that energy it's like it's flushing to the surface things that don't belong in my system, that aren't really me, and it's also energizing the things that are really me in my system. And so that's beautiful. I'm going very gently, taking it very very slowly, one moment at a time, one day at a time, one meal at a time. And I feel really really grateful for the clarity that's come. It's like any food that isn't optimal for me right now, just my body doesn't want it, and my body does want the stuff that's good for it, the living food, the sprouts, the amazing stuff that's got no animal products in it. That's what my body's drinking up really well at the moment. So um, I'm feeling drawn to really like clean natural water, and just being around people where the energy feels good. And so um, it's what one thing I wanted to share was a a feeling I've had of how it feels like the the template ceremonies, in particular these last two ceremonies, feel like they're supporting my spiritual immune system, or my energetic immune system, for want of a better way of describing it. I don't quite have the words, but that's the best I can do right now. So I feel like taking in those codes, the sounds, the words of the ceremonies, and especially taking in those beautiful, big pieces of geometry into my being through all of my senses. I feel like they're a bit like white blood cells that are now traveling around through my system. It's like a virus, exactly as it's a consciousness virus that's gone in, but it's like the white blood cells in the immune system obviously track through the body looking for anything that doesn't belong, and when that thing doesn't belong, they're like, you're out of here. They're like, move on over. You're coming up to the certain, and there may be inflammation, there may be a period of illness, there may be a period of like fever, or whatever it takes for the system. Like all illness is like, it's like the body getting rid of the stuff it doesn't want and doesn't need and doesn't belong there. So I'm feeling that like I've had an amazing year, and there's also like big places in my body where there's armor stored and there's blockages, and it's becoming clearer and clearer. And it's like the geometry is inside my system, and it's kind of saying like, look, this tension doesn't belong here, and it's on its way out. so so I just wanted to share that. And I feel like all of the ceremonies have been very similar in terms of being like white blood cells, like the geometries, the different geometries coming in and doing different purification processes, the different geometries coming into my system and traveling around and just being installed as guardians of my consciousness, simply to help my system to be clear on what belongs in here and what doesn't. So I'm really excited about how that process is unfolding, and I just wanted to share that. I've also watched again a beautiful film, and it's called La Belle Verte, the Green Beautiful. I'll put a little link in here if you're looking for something that's right on point, really light, really funny, and really beautiful. It's a great film, brilliantly made French film about this crazy mutant paradigm insanity world that we live in, and what could be possible were it not the case. So that's a beautiful film. And the other thing that's a real kind of testament to this whole process is how it's affected the people around me and continues to affect the people around me. And you know, I'm here in this beautiful place with my friend Kate, and I'm just gonna go in where it's a bit warmer, but check this out. I mean, this is such a beautiful and colourful place here, and some of the you know, we're looking at what do we want next year. You know, what's been great about 2016 and what's going to happen in 2017, and what do we want? You know, how do we have the best year of our lives in 2017? And so many of the things that we were talking about, I just thought, look, let's do the first and probably the second ceremonies tonight. So for me, sharing those ceremonies, we're going to pop them up on that one on the screen, and just do them. And it's such a nice reminder of where this journey began, and you know, with friends who've already been touched by this work and can begin to take the first step of clearing out with the 5 initial elements in the first ceremony, and the geometries, and the forgiveness of father, mother, brother, and sister, and releasing the first layer of that constraint. So that's something I'm really looking forward to sharing. And I just I love connecting with other people from the template, and I hope to just hear what everyone I've met all around Europe and the world that was there in Glastonbury, and all my template family in Australia where I began the whole thing, and in Bali, and I'm just really looking forward to sharing this adventure and this journey with you all. And that's it for now. It's Dunstan, the leopard, or perhaps I'm a jaguar, who knows. Signing off. I hope you're all warm, and I just have so much gratitude for all of you for this journey. And Juliet and Jiva, thank you. And I'll see you all soon. Ciao.